What if the way you drink water quietly decides how long you live and how well you age? It sounds dramatic, almost unbelievable. But this idea comes from one of Japan's most respected digestive health pioneers, Dr. Hiromi Shinya, a surgeon who spent decades observing the human body from the inside. Dr. Shinya wasn't chasing trends. He wasn't selling shortcuts. He was watching patterns. The same patterns repeated in patients who lived longer, aged slower, and stayed disease-free far into old age. And one habit kept appearing again and again. Water. Not how much, but how. According to Dr. Shinya, proper hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about protecting something far more valuable inside your body, your enzymes. In his best-selling book, The Enzyme Factor, Dr. Shinya explains that enzymes are the invisible spark of life. They digest food, repair cells, clear waste, and keep every system in the body running smoothly. When enzymes are protected, the body stays efficient. Here's the shocking part most people never hear. Dr. Shinya believed that the wrong way of drinking water slowly destroys these enzymes, while the right way protects them for decades. And that's why he taught his patients 3 very specific water habits. Habits he consistently observed in people who lived long, healthy lives. And it all starts first thing in the morning. Principle 1. Drink water on an empty stomach. Dr. Shinya strongly recommended drinking 1 to 2 glasses of water immediately after waking up. Before coffee, before food, before anything else. Not ice cold, not flavored, just warm or room temperature water. Because during sleep, your body enters deep repair mode. Cells break down and rebuild. Hormones rebalance. The liver and kidneys quietly process toxins and metabolic waste. But for 6 to 8 hours, you don't drink any water. By morning, waste products become concentrated. Urine thickens. Cells are slightly dehydrated. That's why the first glass of water feels so refreshing. Your body has been waiting for it. According to Dr. Shinya, this early hydration rehydrates cells, flushes overnight waste, restarts internal circulation, gently activates digestive enzymes. Many of his patients reported noticeable changes after adopting this ritual. Better digestion, more stable energy. Not dramatic overnight miracles, but steady improvements that compound over years, the kind of improvements often seen in people who age slowly. But Dr. Shinya warned, when you drink water matters just as much as how much. Which brings us to the second principle. Most people drink water the wrong way. They forget all day, then suddenly chug large amounts at once. Dr. Shinya believed this habit quietly harms the body. Instead of helping, it overwhelms. The kidneys can only process about 0.8 to 1 liter per hour. Anything beyond that floods the bloodstream, dilutes electrolytes, and forces the kidneys to work overtime. This can lead to headaches, bloating, dizziness, swelling at the cellular level. Even when symptoms don't appear, the internal stress still happens. Dr. Shinya taught a different approach. Steady, spaced hydration. Small sips, spread evenly from morning to evening. This method keeps circulation smooth, supports digestion, and provides enzymes with a constant, gentle supply of fluid. Longevity, according to Dr. Shinya, isn't built on dramatic actions. It's built on quiet consistency. Small habits repeated daily. The same philosophy seen in Japan's longest living communities. But there's one more water habit most people get completely wrong. And it happens at the dinner table. Principle 3. Avoid drinking too much water with meals. Dr. Shinya strongly advised against drinking large amounts of water during meals. Why? Because digestion depends on concentration. Stomach acid and digestive enzymes must be strong enough to break down food and absorb nutrients. When you flood the stomach with water during meals, enzymes get diluted, digestion slows nutrient absorption, bloating increases over time. This creates a heavier, sluggish, digestive system. Dr. Shinya recommended small sips if absolutely necessary or waiting until after the meal to hydrate properly. This allows enzymes to work efficiently and protects the digestive system long term. A small change, but one that quietly supports vitality and longevity. Before learning what kind of water Dr. Shinya recommended, let's briefly hear his own words. Dr. Shinya often spoke about how small dietary changes can completely transform the body over time. He observed patients for years, sometimes decades. He watched intestinal walls soften, inflammation decrease, digestive systems regain flexibility, and one element kept appearing again and again: water quality. Dr. Shinya believed that the quality of the water you drink reflects the quality of your internal environment. So what kind of water did he recommend? Pure, high-quality water free from chemicals, additives, and contaminants. Water as clean and natural as possible. The body doesn't need extra substances, it needs clarity. Cleaner water supports enzymes, cellular hydration, and long-term balance. Mineral-rich, slightly alkaline water. Dr. Shinya favored water containing natural minerals like magnesium, calcium. These minerals support digestion, nerve function, and cellular health. Some people gently enhance their water with mineral drops or a tiny pinch of baking soda. Not for trends, not for machines, but to support the body's internal balance. Room temperature or warm water, never ice cold. Cold water constricts blood vessels, shocks the stomach, and slows enzyme activity. Room temperature water is gentle, supportive, and digestion friendly. A small detail, but one deeply rooted in Japanese health philosophy. 7 simple habits. Inspired by Japan's longest living people, choose mineral-rich water or gently enhance it at home. Try lemon water in moderation for flavor, and vitamin C. Sip unsweetened green tea. A Japanese daily staple: always drink water at room temperature. Use a reusable bottle to encourage. Study sipping. Drink water on an empty stomach in the morning. Avoid drinking large amounts during meals. None of these habits are extreme. None are complicated. But together they form a quiet system, one that supports enzymes, digestion, and cellular health here. Longevity isn't loud. It's built slowly, silently, one mindful habit at a time. And perhaps the most profound truth hidden within Dr. Shinya's philosophy is that longevity is almost never the result of a single dramatic intervention, a miracle supplement, or an extreme health trend, but rather the quiet accumulation of small, intentional habits repeated daily over years, often unnoticed, yet deeply transformative. When Dr. Shinya spoke about water, he was never really talking about hydration alone. He was describing a relationship between the human body and time itself. A slow conversation between cells, enzymes, and the environment they exist in. Every sip of water taken mindfully, especially on an empty stomach in the morning, becomes a signal to the body that repair can begin, that circulation can restart gently rather than forcefully, that enzymes can awaken without stress or shock. In contrast, rushed habits, cold water, and careless timing send a very different message, one of urgency, imbalance, and unnecessary strain. Over decades, these messages accumulate. Cells that are consistently supported remain flexible, efficient, and resilient, while those exposed to constant stress begin to stiffen, inflame, and age prematurely. This is why Dr. Shinya placed such importance on consistency rather than intensity, teaching that the body thrives not under pressure, but under rhythm. In Japan's longest living populations, health is not treated as a battle to be won, but as a state of balance to be maintained, and water is seen as a daily instrument for preserving that balance. Drinking slowly throughout the day mirrors the way nature distributes rain, never flooding the land all at once, but nourishing it steadily so roots can absorb what they need. Avoiding excess water during meals respects the intelligence of digestion, allowing enzymes and stomach acid to work in a concentrated environment, extracting nutrients efficiently rather than struggling in dilution. Choosing room temperature or warm water reflects an understanding that the body functions best when it is not shocked or forced to adapt suddenly, especially as we age. Even the emphasis on clean, mineral-rich water reflects a deeper philosophy. What enters the body should support clarity rather than create burden. Minerals like magnesium and calcium are not viewed as additives, but as subtle partners in cellular communication, nerve signaling, and muscular relaxation, helping the body maintain internal harmony without effort. Over time, these small decisions influence how the intestines move, how the blood circulates, how inflammation behaves, and how efficiently waste is removed. All factors closely tied to aging and disease. Dr. Shinya observed that patients who adopted these gentle hydration habits often experienced changes they couldn't fully explain at first. Meals felt lighter, energy became steadier, sleep improved, and the body felt less resistant to daily life. These were not dramatic transformations, but quiet shifts, the kind that only become noticeable when compared across years. And that is where the true power lies. Longevity is not loud. It doesn't announce itself with sudden breakthroughs. It unfolds slowly, invisibly, through respect for the body's natural design. In this way, water becomes more than a necessity. It becomes a daily ritual of care, a moment of alignment between intention and biology. When hydration is treated as an act of awareness rather than habit, it supports enzymes instead of exhausting them, digestion instead of overwhelming it, and cellular youthfulness instead of accelerating decline. This philosophy reflects a broader Japanese approach to life, where health is protected not by extremes, but by moderation, mindfulness, and patience. A life extended is not necessarily a life filled with more effort, but one filled with fewer disruptions, fewer internal conflicts, and fewer moments where the body is forced to compensate for careless habit. And so, when viewed through Dr. Shinya's lens, something as ordinary as water quietly becomes one of the most powerful tools we have, not for chasing immortality, but for preserving vitality, clarity, and balance as the years move forward, reminding us that the longest journeys are sustained not by speed, but by steadiness, and that sometimes the simplest daily choices are the ones that shape how gracefully we age.